MLB The Show's coverage. At the plate, Joe Panik. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for Toronto, the second baseman, Joe Panik.
Here comes the first pitch. And that misses, ball one. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today. They've been in a serious tailspin of late, winning just once in their previous 10 games.
Yeah, Matty V, it hasn't been a very good homestand. And D-Row, through the first 5 games of this set, 1-4, that's not going to get it done at this level.
Yeah, and have lost in a variety of ways, whether it be on some bad pitching, some mistakes in the middle of the zone, untimely defense, not swinging the bats well. They have to find a way to get this win today.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Grounded to first. Fielded cleanly by Davis. And he'll take this to the bag himself. And there's your first out of the ball game. Next to bat for Toronto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. And a fastball's in there for strike one. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. Digging in now, Lourdes Gurriel. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The pitch.
Ball, that's kicked out.
Down the left field line and deep. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. The 1-1 home. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Blue Jays go down in order. Jays 0, O's coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Matt Shoemaker, a right-hander from Michigan, is the starter on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, the maker of shoes, Matt Shoemaker. Split finger's his best pitch. Good fastball, not a great one. 91 to 93 miles an hour. Split finger is the key for Matt Shoemaker. Has the straight changeup to go along with it. You'll know if he's on early. Lots of swings and misses on the splitter.
Stepping into the box, Jose Iglesias. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now the pitch. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. Tellez has it, and it's a quick out, number 1.
Batting second, the second baseman, Alberto.
And digging into the batter's box will be Hanser Alberto. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Hard ground ball to third. He's got it. And that's the second out.
Batting third.
Ready now for Baltimore, Trey Mancini. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Shoemaker gets the sign. Here's the pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. And no one will track it down. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And Dan D-Row, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, they have certainly had it going lately. Winners of 8 in a row.
I'm super excited, Matty, to watch this team play today because it's rare. You don't see many teams rattle off 8 wins in a row like they have. It's all working for them right now, and I'm super excited to watch them take the field today.
What we're seeing here is a guy getting pitched to very carefully. It doesn't matter that there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's a threat to score even when he's standing in the batter's box.
Set to deliver on 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over.
1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. We are still scoreless. Teoscar Hernandez digging in now. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Teoscar Hernandez.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike.
Some guys are great low ball hitters, but most guys, especially guys with pop like this, they're hunting for the ball belt high and above. So that was a nicely spotted fastball down in the zone.
Santander is under this one. 1 gone.
That is it. The designated hitter.
Okay, here's how the Birds line up today on defense. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5 fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning. Keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
At the plate, Bo Bichette. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. The average sits at 286 here to start play. 10 home runs and 28 RBIs. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Bichette stands at an even 6 feet tall, a right-handed batter and thrower. He's a second-year big leaguer. Base hit, line drive into the corner. And this will bang up against the wall.
He was able to recognize that pitch early. His eyes lit up on that one. Able to pull it down the line for a nice base hit.
Randall Grichuk at the plate now. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. But this is taken in on the warning track as the runner will tag from second. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. Rowdy Tellez the next to bat. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. First pitch of the at-bat. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead.
Hey, you never know when the turning point's going to come. It could be your number right there. Just an excellent job. 2-out RBI. I know it's early, but clutch hitting is not just for the late innings.
Up next is Danny Jansen, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Jansen is considered one of the best defensive catchers in the game today. He often gets praise for his work behind the plate, and I know a lot of pitchers have made it clear that his presence back there adds a level of comfort that not many others can replicate.
And Matty, I don't know if he's always going to be a favorite for the Gold Glove, but you walk around this clubhouse, you hear these pitchers rave about throwing to this guy. That's all I need to hear.
And it's fouled away. Tellez is off at first with 2 away. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2.
2-2.
Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Hit sharply on the ground, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Nice approach by the batter right there. When you know your boy is moving, you start seeing stuff happening out of your peripheral vision. Wait for him to lock in, stay within his at-bat, not swing at something outside the zone, and now put it first and third.
Derek Fisher the next to bat, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Down and away, ball 1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it. Way out of here as it bangs off the gate. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Home run number 9 on the year, as the Blue Jays have opened it up further now, 4-0.
It looked like he might just work out of that inning only giving up a single run, but it all comes crashing down on that mistake. Nothing like a 3-run bomb to change the entire complexion of your day on the mound.
Here's Joe Panik.
Now batting, the second baseman.
To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. It's a solo home run for Joe Panik. Home run number 2 for him on the year. And the Blue Jays are running away with it here. It's now a 5-0 ball game.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Into the box now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Vladimir Guerrero
Fouled off.
Jr.
0 for 1 here in the early going. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Guerrero stands 6'2" as you see him in the right-handed box. This is his second year as a major leaguer. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That misses. 1-2.
Wow, that's a close pitch to take, but when you're a good hitter like this guy, to take that pitch on 0-2, you have to have a pretty good eye.
Down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Lifted in the air out to center field. Hayes there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate in scoring 5. On now to the bottom of the second. The Jays are out in front, 5-0. In now for the O's, Renato Nunez, and his guys have quite a hill to climb, down 5-0 here in the early going.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Batting fifth.
All right, guys, time for a look at how the Toronto Blue Jays set up on defense today. And let's take a look at Joe Panik. I call him the big fundamental because he does nothing wrong on the defensive side of the ball. He has got ice water in his veins and the ability to turn one of the best double plays in baseball.
So now to the plate, Dwight Smith Jr. as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. There's a chopper fouled off to the left as the count moves to 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
To third. On to first, and there are 2 down. Anthony Santander, the next to bat.
Anthony Santander.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. The 0-1. Shoemaker has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that. And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Top of the third set to get underway. Ready now, Lourdes Gurriel. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Now back.
Stepping in for the Jays, Teoscar Hernandez. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch on its way.
Nope.
Ball 1.
Ball 1.
Two 2-0 to the Jays left fielder.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
1 out, nobody on. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Strike taken up in the zone. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
Now the 3-2 pitch. He loses him on ball 4.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
So a runner at first with 1 out now. And in to bat next, the legacy Bo Bichette. From the stretch. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Santander looks up. Gone! It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Number 11 for him on the season as this lead swells to 7-0. We've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anyone today, Dan. Let's see if this trend continues.
Here comes the Baltimore skipper out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to more than a handful of boos, I'm sure, after what can only be described as a terrible pitching performance. Wade LeBlanc is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
The right fielder, number 15, Randall.
Here's Randall Grichuk, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
0 for 1 for him here in this one. Comes set, and the 0-1. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. The 1-1.
Ball, that's out.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Back up the middle, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
Man, this guy's really starting to swing the stick again, D-Roll. That extends his hitting streak to 9 games.
Yeah, he's leaking into 3 series right here now. 9 games, that's getting firm. He's seeing the ball well, and he's making the proper adjustments at the plate.
And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1. A base hit in his first trip. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. The 0-2 once more.
Too high. Ball.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
Struck him out.
Now batting, number 9.
Digging in, Danny Jansen. He singled his last time up. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Jays strike for a couple as you get another look at the 2-run dinger. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. It's the Blue Jays 7 and the Orioles nothing. Austin Hayes the next to bat. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home 3rd.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A high fastball is in there.
0-1.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
Here's the pitch.
Nope.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 1-2 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Swing and a miss as he starts the 3rd the same way he ended the 2nd with a punch-out, 1 away.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he can put up similar numbers in this one.
In now, Austin wins as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. To 2-2 now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there,
The
guys.
first baseman, Chris Davis.
Here's Chris Davis now. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Past battles with Matt Shoemaker, he has been silent, 0 for 13, and on 10 occasions he's been a strikeout victim. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
A ball and 2 strikes now. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Fisher is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said their ability to get on the attack and chase the opposing starter from the game prior to the 4th inning obviously sets them up nicely for the rest of the game. Now, he just hopes they can keep that same focus at the plate in the middle and late frames, Matt.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Leading off for Toronto.
Riding in once again, Derek Fisher. He hit a big 3-run bomb in his first plate appearance. He's set and the pitch. Oh, 1, here's the pitch.
That's a ball.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
The batter number 2, second baseman, Joe Hannon.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Joe Panik. 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far.
Yeah, in his last at bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run, so it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one.
I don't mind the aggressiveness right there. He was definitely trying to get the head to a fastball. He pulled the string on that one. He's going to have to stay back a little bit longer.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-1.
Hey!
Big swing, but a little dribbler here to the right side of the mound. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Stepping up now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. From the stretch.
Outside, that's a ball.
Hey, with 2 outs in the number 2 hole, you're just trying to get on. You got the big boys coming up behind you.
The 1-0. Grounded back up the middle. Iglesias is up with it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays, but they're still in control 7-0. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Now the pitch.
Hey, he's rolling so far in this one as we head into the middle part of this game. How about 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes? If he continues to do that, he just might finish this one.
And this is taken in for out number 1. So digging in now, Hanser Alberto. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First delivery to him on the way. Now a strike called in the upper part of the zone.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
The count is 1 and 2.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
Left side, reined in time to first, and there are 2 away. So here's Trey Mancini, and then it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. The pitch.
Ball 1. 1 and 1.
2 out, nobody on. Hit out towards second. And the Orioles have their first hit of the game.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That lawn dart felt so good.
Oh, Theo, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
And here's Renato Nunez.
And on the first pitch, he grounds foul.
Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Shoemaker comes set, and the pitch.
The count's 1 and 1.
And it's 1 and 1. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1 and 2 now. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Orioles leave 1. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Now at the plate, Lourdes Gurriel, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far.
Lourdes Gurriel.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball, that's out.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Movement in the Orioles bullpen now as they've got a left-hander up and throwing. The 1-0 delivery. Popped him up. Davis in foul ground. And no, they can't get there. The 1-1. Here's a high pop-up. Wins is right there. And he's got it for out number 1.
Up next for the
Good time now to check out the Orioles Road to the Show report as you see a couple of guys in the upper levels that have been making waves of late. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Hernandez stands 6'2" as you see him in the right-handed box. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. Left center, base hit. He's through first and hustling for second. And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. To the plate now, Bo Bichette. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Now the 1-0.
Ball 2.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear they don't want to challenge this guy right here, but working around a guy can come back to bite you at times.
Into center field, line drive, base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Row. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his 3rd run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup, and that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
At the plate now, Rendell Grichuk. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there, it's strike one. 8 runs, 9 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Skied into straightaway right. Mancini is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. So coming to the plate, Rowdy Tellez. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. First delivery to him on the way. Pitch in the dirt, and that gets away. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home is offered at and missed for the first strike. High chopper over to the right side. Scooped up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. A run on 2 hits here for Toronto. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Blue Jays 8 and the Orioles nothing. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. A lot of their outs have come from weak contact and strikeouts as a result of chasing pitches outside the strike zone. He said it's going to be extremely important for them going forward to be more selective with their swings and force the opposition to throw more strikes.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Next will be the designated hitter, Dwight Smith Jr. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
In there, a base hit.
You take a look at the numbers up to this point, you see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
Digging in the switch hitter, Anthony Santander, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Fisher comes on now, and he has it one down. Settling in now, Austin Hayes. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First offering on its way. In there, no balls and a strike. Off-speed pitch, just missed inside.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far.
Fastball called strike, 1-2. Sent on the ground out to second. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More of the show. Saturday baseball after this. Now at the plate, Danny Jansen. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far.
Number 9.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
At the ball. Count 1-0.
One and one. Here it comes. Fastball got him looking as that had 2-seam action on it. 1 gone.
Now batting, the 17th.
So striding in, Derek Fisher comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. He's set. Here it comes. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. The 0-2 delivery. Chopped up the line to first, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time today. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Joe Panik. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And the pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Hayes on the run for it. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Blue Jays go down in order as the lead holds at 8-0. Now in the box, Austin Wynns. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
1-1.
Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a 4th.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Now batting, first baseman.
A chance for last year's MVP runner-up with the bases empty and one away. Here's Chris Davis. First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. And that's too high, ball 2.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
2 balls and a strike to the Orioles' first baseman. He couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right, but what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Into the box, Jose Iglesias. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Now the 1-0. Liner towards second. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 games so far. And he's going to make it there. Barely, as he's into second base with a double.
Up next for the Orioles.
When you're struggling as a team to put the ball in play, every base hit is welcome, but a double will really help wake everyone up. That's just their 3rd hit of the game, but it's a good one.
At the plate, Hanser Alberto, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Fouled away. And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes. Bat explodes as this is popped up. And they will get no. He's in there. A very close play at first.
You know, D-Roll, as a pitcher, that can be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 1-0 delivery. Outside part of the plate, the changeup is in there.
Well, the O's have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now would be a great time for that.
Popped him up. Right fielder coming on. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Orioles strand a couple. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Into the box now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Guerrero Jr.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Back up the middle. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. A runner at first with no outs here. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner, but this will be foul. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Alberto gloves it to Iglesias for 1. Relay to Davis, and indeed it's a double play.
Really good pitch from the pitcher right there. Down in the zone, hits on top of it, induces the ground ball double play.
And now the Toronto number 4 hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays as it remains an 8-0 ball game. So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Renato Nunez. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Fastball in there for a called strike.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
Trying to send him packing for the second time.
One ball, 2 strikes. That's ball 2.
And it's late in his afternoon of work, and the longer this at bat goes, the better chance of him making a mistake. But as a guy starts to tire, they're more likely to leave the ball up. But man, he's been good so far.
Here now the 2-2. And it's fouled away. Here now the 2-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Standing in now, Dwight Smith Jr. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball, that's out. Ball 2.
And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
He's got good swing and miss stuff in this game. That's back-to-back Ks, and that was his 9th of the game. If you're striking out 1 or more inning, you're throwing the ball pretty well.
So now to the plate, Anthony Santander. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. That's lifted the other way out to left. Hernandez will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Blue Jays 8 and the Orioles nothing. Ready to begin the 8th. So standing in, Bo Bichette. And we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Now batting.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Bo Bichette goes down to become the first out in the 8th inning. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fouled off. Now the pitch. And that finds the target. 0-2 now. Bases are empty. 1 man out. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. Hayes is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
Now batting.
Now to the plate, Rowdy Tellez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the first pitch. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field.
But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard.
The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. So no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Blue Jays 8 and the Orioles nothing. Stepping in, Austin Hayes. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
First delivery to him on the way.
Ball. Oh, that's too high.
The 2-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
Hey, I know he's aware he can't tie the game with 1 swing of the bat, but maybe he's just trying to excite the boys and get one on the board.
Swing and a miss at a ball tailing out of the zone. 2-2. A full count now for the Orioles center fielder.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. A payoff pitch one more time. Swing, and he pops him up. Panic. Ranging into the outfield. He's there and records the first out.
Up next for the Orioles.
Stepping in, Austin Wins. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. 0-2, here it comes. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
He's really racked up the strikeouts in this one, and this guy's been victimized 3 times already today. He and this lineup are clearly having a really tough time picking him up.
Chris Davis at the plate now, as he'll take a look at ball 1. No hits to this point. Shoemaker steps into his windup. 1-0 on its way. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Two and two. Coming up on the century mark in pitches now through the first 7 2/3.
And he's going to empty the bucket right here. He sees the finish line, Dan, and he's got a chance at this.
Well, there's no doubt about it right now. And what makes it easier, too, from a manager's standpoint right now, you could probably just go to one guy in the bullpen to finish this game. A terrific job, 7 2/3 up to this point.
As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
Definitely, Matt. He's been throwing it by guys the entire game, but that leads to some high pitch counts, and that's the case here. After that hit, you have to wonder if he's starting to get a little bit fatigued.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. A runner on first with 2 away. 2 balls and a strike to the Orioles leadoff hitter.
Count is 2-1.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. The 2-2. Liner toward right center, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Up next for the Orioles.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Now at the plate, Hanser Alberto, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position. He's set, and the pitch. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch.
1-1.
This one softly hit and fouled off to the left, and that moves the count to 1-2 now. From the stretch. Ball 2.
2-2.
Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Hot shot on the ground is short. And it's not in time, as he's in well ahead of the throw. And no chance on the throw here as he reaches first easily.
Now batting, right fielder.
Ready for another shot now, Trey Mancini. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Hey, this guy's done a better job than expected. He's made some bad pitches in the strike zone, but so far he hasn't gotten hurt by them.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Up high, 2-1 now.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
All even now, 2-2. And this misses, so it'll set up a big pitch coming up. It's full 3-2.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
And this inning is a perfect example of how quickly fortunes can change in this game. He was cruising along, hardly any trouble at all. Now he walks in a run and is still in the middle of a bases-loaded mess. He's got some work to do to limit the damage.
Here comes a Toronto skipper out toward the pitcher's mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll leave after a strong 7 2/3 here, as he'll hope the bullpen can get the final 4 outs to secure his victory. Adam Ottavino answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases loaded jam, but needs just 1 out to get out of it.
Adam Ottavino.
From the stretch, the cutter runs outside, ball 1. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
A 2-1 count to Nunez. And a swing and a miss, as that looked like self-defense there. It's 2-2.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
Challenge pitch coming. Here it is. Hit hard on the ground to second. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the run is in to score from third.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Dwight Smith Jr.
Stepping in now, Dwight Smith Jr. Yanked on the ground down the line. And a sliding try, but it's through. A base hit. 1 run scores.
Yeah, with the bases loaded, he didn't walk a run in, so instead he makes the cardinal mistake of putting it right in the heart of the plate. And when you do that, you're going to pay the price, and that's exactly what happens with a 2 RBI double.
Into the box, Anthony Santander, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. 4 runs here in this half inning. Called strike, 0-2.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. Richard Blyer enters from the pen to start the 9th inning.
Number 48, Richard Blyer.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 0-2 count and the pitch.
Count is 1-2.
I can't blame him one bit out on the mound. I'm shocked he didn't pick up the rosin bag and see if he could get a foul ball on that one. He had to see if he would swing way outside the zone.
The 1-2 pitch. Little chopper back to the mound. He's got it. And they won't have a play as he reaches at first. Let's see how this is scored.
Now batter.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
First offering on its way. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And wow, that got out onto Utah Street. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Joe.
In now, Joe Panik. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike one. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. Panik behind a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Now batter, the third baseman.
So striding forward now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's set. Here it comes. A bouncer up the middle. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get an out on the play.
The shortstop.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all.
At the plate, Lourdes Gurriel. He swings and grounds it to short, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Miguel Castro comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. To the plate now, Teoscar Hernandez, as he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. First and second now, 1 man out. And that's off the plate and high, 2-0 now.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down the way or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Down and in, not hard to lay off that one, and it's 3-0.
Well,
Nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. Gone! So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, number 11 for him on the season, as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. Standing in now, Bo Bichette.
The designated hitter.
Line hard toward right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. Around second, looking for the cycle. The relay, and he's out at third. Might have gotten a little greedy that time.
Oh, you hate to see guys run into outs, especially when it's because of an unnecessary risk. He had 2 all the way, and he clearly should have just been happy with that.
So now to the plate, Rendell Grichuk.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 out, nobody on. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but that finds its way through for a base hit. Around first, he's digging for second. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. The relay throw, the tag, and he is out at third. And with that, the side is retired. So give him 5 runs in the inning, with the big blows being the 2 home runs. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9, due up in the bottom of inning number 9. The Blue Jays on top, 13-4. Justin Miller, a right-handed reliever, standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Number 60, Justin Miller.
Stepping in now, Austin Hayes, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike 1.
1 strike.
Hit on the ground to short. Reined in. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Now batting.
In now, Austin Wynns. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, Matty, big time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
Comes set with the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Let's see if he tries to climb the ladder right here, change his eye level, or bounce something in the dirt.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Baltimore backstop now. Miller has a strong chance of being an all-star this year. He's currently leading the vote totals among relief pitchers.
Hey, let's give a round of applause to the fans for voting this guy first at his position right now. He is not what comes to mind when you think all-star, but you know what? Check the numbers right now in the first half. He has been a dominant player. This is well-deserved.
Just hung in there on that one. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now. 3-2. On deck, the powerful Chris Davis. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
Into the box now, Chris Davis. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Set to deliver the 0-1.
Whoa, that's just out. Ball.
Fouled away. Baltimore down to their final strike. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Man, they're making it look awful easy out there. That's